From the Forbes Club 100, I'm your host, Josh Matches, and I'm joined by Enid Reyes, the CEO of Papaya Global. Could you tell us about Papaya Global and what you do?
Sure. So Papaya Global is a global workforce management platform. We really transform everything that happens on the global payroll technology and industry, from onboarding to payment and obviously through the payroll cycle. The way that we are doing it is basically consolidating everything that happens on a global payroll scale and assuring that you can process under one single platform everything from any country in the world. So we are currently covering more than 140 countries, any type of workers on a real-time basis.
What problems in the industry did you see that led you to create Papaya Global, and how are you solving them?
The main problem with payroll is that eventually this is a recurring process. Compliance is super complex and it's changing per country. It's like almost like reading a book all together in 20 different languages. You never understand what's going on. I mean, it's very, very hard. Obviously, it's time consuming and you need eventually to pay all of your employees correctly and on time. And being able to take all of this data and transform it into one source of truth and one unit that you can follow, this was the main purpose.
What do you believe sets Papaya Global apart from similar companies?
So I think Papaya is very, very unique. First, by definition, we are a SaaS platform. So we are not, you don't need to have any heavy implementation integration, which is very common in this industry. And from the other hand, from the very first days, we defined that we are building the best platform to meet all of the clients' needs, from SMBs to fast-growing companies to enterprise clients. We are the only one that really support real-time data, automated and processes that are validating everything on your payroll on the machine learning and AI side, aside to real reporting and the ability to see every single moment what's the total payroll cost that you have globally.
What do you see as the future of your industry, and what role will Papaya Global play in it?
So we are building Papaya to be the Salesforce for workforce, basically to be the ability to allow every company to consolidate everything that happens in their global payroll on one single platform, and the ability to answer on every single moment what's the total cost of the payroll that you are paying and how many people work for these organizations globally. And when we are envisioning Papaya in 2 years' time, we kind of pretty certain that it's going to become the industry standard.
You've achieved unicorn status in such a remarkable period of time. How did you accommodate such rapid growth?
I think that when we started Papaya, we knew exactly what we are building, since we came with tons of experience in this industry and so on. And this kind of accelerates the rapid growth that we had. Honestly, I mean, I think that we are transforming a very traditional industry into technology. And this is something that everybody needs. Adding to that, quite a lot of security and privacy constraints that currently added to the world with GDPR and Privacy Shield and so on. So it's kind of the right solution on the right time. We just need to assure that we can meet the demand and, and accommodate this. And this is what we are doing.
You've been pretty instrumental with a number of companies in helping them adjust to remote work. Can you tell us about what Papaya Global has done to help companies during this time?
Since the beginning of COVID, we were looking about how we transform our organizations and our employees to be paperless experience and to automate everything that they need to do in order to create this payroll cycle, in order to create this engagement between them. We added a lot of HRIS functionalities and features. We added a lot of reporting and the ability to really understand what's going on in your organizations at scale. But aside this, we always believe that we also need to bring expertise and knowledge to this industry. We built a very unique center during COVID, and which is scaling quite quickly these days, of Center of Excellence, just to ensure that you understand what do you need to comply to in every single country of the world, what are the norms, what are the benefits, how do you employ, and what's the relationship that you have with your employees.
You started out solving issues in payroll, then added payment, operations, and people management. What's next?
Our main goal is eventually to reduce the time that organization spends on payroll processing to a very, very minimum time. This is a process that obviously you want to automate as much as possible. We are constantly adding new features like global equity management and benefits management, which is very important for global clients as they are growing globally. And there are quite a lot of things that are coming on their way.
What does it mean to you and your team to be part of the Forbes Cloud 100?
It's really amazing achievement. I think that we read this list every single year, and being part of it for us is kind of, okay, I mean, we really made this a very, very, very long and very intense road to this list. And it's amazing. I mean, it's really an amazing achievement for me. And I'm super proud of my global team because, you know, it's all about the team eventually.